I am so done with Nikke, Goddess of Victory. And honestly, I played this game far more than I thought I would, but I am done with being overly generous with my time in this game, and I just had to make this video explaining why I hate it so much before I uninstall. The first thing I came to hate about this game is the overworld map here and just how little strategic depth it has. There is very little, actually zero, thinking required to navigate the maps in this game. I never once felt mentally challenged while playing this game. Like, the only puzzles, if you can even call them that, is just standing on these pressure plate things and they open the doors, which I've already done for this map. And I just find these sort of brain-dead puzzles to be unacceptable by 2022 gaming standards. Now, the other gameplay mechanic of the overworld is finding these hidden items. So I already found one right here before I started recording, and if I move my unit to the left, you'll see that it's like impossible to spot this. Like, it probably won't even render in the video, but it's basically this very subtle glowy white thing, and the thing is, you need to collect these things to progress in the game. And I just find it really painful to have to constantly strain my eyes squinting to look for these things. Like, I actually had an eye doctor appointment the other day and my prescription worsened more than it has ever before, and I think this is largely due to all the eye strain that Nikke, Goddess of Victory has caused me over the past week. So very annoyingly, this game has caused me to take on more expenses outside of the game. Anyways, we'll load into a level here. And actually this is a story stage, so I will quickly speak on this game's story, which unfortunately I find to be very bland and uninspired. It's basically a lazy Coomer bait ripoff of Attack on Titan. The Rapture enemy is this game's version of Titans, and the squad you play as is just a less badass version of the Survey Corps in Attack on Titan. And instead of humanity being driven behind walls, they are just driven to live underground, which narratively speaking just has the same function. As for the other countless similarities, they would all be spoilers, so I don't want to get into that, but for anyone who knows the plot of Attack on Titan, none of the twists and turns in this game's plot will really surprise nor impress you. As for the game's protagonist, Rappy, I really don't care for her at all, as she's just very boring and dull and just not that attractive. And Rappy's supporting sidekicks of Neon and Ani I also didn't find attractive, and I just found myself habitually skipping the cutscenes so I didn't have to look at them anymore. Like, I don't understand why they wouldn't use more attractive Nikkes for the game's main story, such as Frima or Milk or Sugar. Then, even if we are just watching scuffed Attack on Titan fanfiction, at least the characters would be pleasant to look at. It just seems like a massive oversight to me. Okay, so we're loading into a level now. As for the micro gameplay of Nikke, Goddess of Victory, I would say it's very ass. You basically do nothing except put your squad on auto and watch them kill everything for you. It's very boring, repetitive, and takes no skill whatsoever. And staying AFK on Frima here is very symbolic on how I feel playing this game, just bored out of my mind with no reason or desire to help my squad win the battle. And I've not gotten even remotely close to losing a stage since unlocking the cash shop and outposts after beating chapter 2. As for the characters' asses, I just find them weird as it looks like their asses are made with boob material. Like, I don't understand why they wouldn't just let you view the battle from the front so you can actually see boobs instead. Regardless, that's the level cleared and it took no skill whatsoever. And if you lose a stage in this game, then well, you're just an idiot.
So sleep. Where's my bed? Where's my bed?
Brilliant. So this actually leads to the next reason I quit Nikke, Goddess of Victory, and that is the numerous bugs that exist in the game. So we just heard my Frima talk, but if we change the battle settings here and save the new settings, and just wait for a bit and it'll force us to relaunch the game. Okay, and now we'll see that my Frima randomly became Chinese. And as a technologist, I don't find these bugs funny. I'm not having a laugh here. For all I know, my money can be getting converted from American money to Chinese money right now, which scares the frick out of me. And the last thing I hate about Nikke, Goddess of Victory is that very few of the characters are actually attractive. Actually, the only attractive characters in the game are the three I'm cycling through right now. Unfortunately, the rest of the nikkes I've obtained have either been fat or a lolly, neither of which are to my liking. Anyways, I'm going to spend the rest of my gems for shits and giggles before I uninstall this ass game. And we concluded with yet another lolly character as our last yellow unit. Just love to see it. As for my final score for Nikke Goddess of Victory before I uninstall here, I think I will give it a very unremarkable 3.5 out of 10.